Let's say this is the report we have. So here, once you start creating it, later on, you identify that you don't want this business object, you want to switch. You cannot do this actually. Okay. You
Yeah.
cannot change the business object, but under this business object, whatever data sources that are connected, right? You can go ahead and change the data sources. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And coming to the effective date that you're asking, right?
Yeah.
Let's say if I'm giving effective date as a attribute here. Basically, in business process transaction data sources, you'll be finding effective date field because those transactions are effective based on the date actually. But when you are going with worker object, you have current effective date business object. Okay. So that is a kind of constant date which you'll be getting today's date. But if you wanted to have
Oh.
anything related, let's say this business title is there. You wanted to have this business title from a termination date. Okay. So you'll take effective date as a termination date and get business title for a terminated employee because business title would have got changed from so and so effective date, right? Let's say last year from some as part of promotion or as part of termination. Okay. So my business title got revoked actually. So I don't know when it got. So if I wanted to get that business title back, as of the termination date, we can actually create a calculated fields as of the effective date. That effective date can be termination date or effective date can be hire date or can be any other date. You can actually pick and get your business title back as of that effective date.
Okay. Okay.
So that is one of the meaning you can say, I'll show you one of the calculated field that I created, which is lookup value as of date is a function. We have something called CF lookup value as of date. Sorry. Let's say I have this lookup value as of date. I'm actually calling job profile as of the termination date actually. Okay. If I open this calculate field, you can see. So this is effective date is a termination date I've given. From effective date of termination, which is as of date. As of the termination date, I wanted to have a job profile for a terminated employee. Okay. So that's what I'm making. I'm selecting effective date as a termination date. Since this is a transaction that would have happened based on the effective date, I'm actually selecting here effective date actually. So that way, I should be able to call this job profile as of the termination date. That way you can actually make, or if you wanted to run your report based on the effective date, you also have an option to select in the prompts actually. If you go to the prompts, you have effective date, right? Runtime date prompts. You can actually select prompt for effective as of the date or prompt for effective as of date and time. Okay. These two attributes you have whenever you configure these things, right? So now if I configure these things, date actually, till which date you wanted to run a report. You click on OK. Run this. Now it is asking for effective date. You can actually give till you wanted to have as of Jan 1st, 2025, you wanted to get all the data. Okay, you can actually
Yeah.
run this, and you should be getting this is as of the term 1st of January 2025, what all the hires, what all the terminations are there, you should be getting. And if you change it to as of today, your result might change actually. Let's see. Now I'm running as of March 25. Okay. There are no changes actually. Okay.
Yeah.
There are no changes. You got the same count. Like that, you can actually go back even to last year and get as of the date, what are the hires, what are the terminations you can actually get based on effective date as of date.
Yeah. Okay. And I can disable the prompts anytime if
Yeah,
I
you can
read.
disable. If you don't want, you
Okay.
can disable. Okay. So that is effective date functionality. But effective date, you'll be mostly using when you're looking for changes actually. Let's say you wanted to have changes of an employee job title, changes of
Okay.
employee organization, or change of employee compensation, change of employee contact information. Okay, all these are
Mm.
changes, right? From which effective date you wanted to have all these changes. If you wanted to understand, so that kind of data source will be business process transaction. Okay, if you select that, you'll have a effective date at the fields. So that will be giving you effect. I think I've created one report. Let me see if I can show you that. Okay. This is some. This is one of the report running on business process transaction. See, so if you see this business process transaction is one of the data source that will actually track all the changes actually. Okay, because any transaction in Workday will go with business process, right? So this data
Yeah.
source will actually track all the changes. Now, if you wanted to know, like we are getting business process transaction, which business process it is, hire or promotion or termination or job change, what all the things, this field will be giving you that information. And when that transaction got initiated, okay, when the transaction has got completed, okay, these two are
Mm.
the fields. And you also have effective date from when the transaction is effective. Also, you'll have.
Okay. Okay.
So here you have effective date because all the transactions will be effective from so and so date, right? You should be able
Yeah.
to get that effective date here. Now let's run the report. You should be able to get. Now I wanted to have all the transactions. Let's say higher. Higher. I wanted to have higher and termination of an employee, and anything like job change or contact change, home contact change, and work contact change. Let's say if I wanted to have these changes, okay, from which date range to which date range we wanted to have. I wanted to have from 01/01/2024 to 01/01/2025. For 1 year, I want to have all these changes with all the details. So I'll click on OK. So the report will be getting you these changes. You can see contact information of change, when the transaction has got initiated in the system, when the transaction has got completed in the system, from when it is effective. Okay, you can see this was initiated on 4/14/2024, and this was completed on 4/14/2024. Same time it got completed, but it is effective from 4/15 actually. So in this way, you should be able to get all the changes with the effective date.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So for changes, whenever you're looking, you should be having an effective date from when the change is effective.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And when the report says it is temporary, I mean, it asks, right? Temporary report.
Temporary report is we can actually disable that one. Okay.
Okay.
We
So
have
what
an
is the timeline if I create a temporary report? What is the timeline for 30 days?
so by default it is 7 days actually. Okay. So if you are creating a report, okay, without changing anything, by default, if you select temporary report, it is 7 days. From today to next week, it will be getting your temporary report. Okay. If you select this one, automatically it will take 7 days from today. Select, you can see the 7 days it will get created. So 4/1 it has taken. From today, by default, it has taken 7 days. You can actually make this change. If you want to have till 30th of April, you can make. It's up to you actually. Okay. So what will happen is it will get archived. It won't delete actually. It will archive. It will get archived so that you'll not be able to make edits or run the report after this date. You need to copy this and
And
make.
create a new report to make
Yeah.
any change.
So you can copy this report and or you can edit this report and change the date also. That also you can.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
So
in
if
what
you
context we have to create temporary report? It is
generally you won't create temporary reports, but let's say you're testing something in production. Okay. Testing something in production and you wanted to have that report to be temporary and should not be available for any of the other activities. So you'll make a temporary report and you'll have that 7 days. Within 7 days, you'll review all this thing. It is working fine. And after 7 days, it will get archived actually. So you have a task called temporary report deletion task actually. Okay.
okay.
Just a temporary report. So you have a delete all temporary report definitions. Okay. When you actually access this task, since your report is marked as a temporary, you can actually, when you delete, other than this one, if any other reports are temporary, everything will get deleted.
Okay. Okay.
So that way, whenever you're testing something in production, you wanted to have that to be temporary, and after that, you should be able to, revoke that back. When you don't have any use for that, you can actually get that deleted by archive.
Okay. Okay. So the reporting definitions, visibility, I mean, security options can be given by us while creating the reporting, right?
Yeah. So if you're a report developer and let's say you're creating a report, let's take this report as an example. So this is worker related report, right? You're creating a report and now you want to integrate this data. You want to integrate this data and to integrate this data, integration security has to be there because it can run with your user since you have all the permissions. Your integration can be scheduled with your user. Okay. But the best practice is having tomorrow you're changing a company, you're moving out of the organization. Now, when your record is not there, okay, so your integration will get failed actually because it was running with your name, and now you're no more in the organization, you've moved to another company. So since the report was owned by you and integration was owned by you, your account is not active, integration might get failed actually. Okay. For that reason, generally, whenever we create a report or integration, we will have integration system security group added to integration or report so that even if you're not there in your absence also, your integration will be continuing to run actually. When you actually configure integration security group, whatever the field that you have in the report, right, you can go and add all the security to that integration so that every field that you have configured will be returning the data. Okay. So whatever you have, right, you can go to each field, related actions, and you'll have something called security for each field. So you have security, go there. What security has to be given, your security will be getting that information. Okay. So these are all the domains that are associated with this. So we have, this is the domain, worker data, business title, worker profile, this domain. You need to add to the security group that will be returning the title. If this domain is not added to the integration security group, it will not allow security to pull the title. So it will be returning a blank value.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
So, the report definition, whatever the report definition that I create in this organization is not, it does not belong to Ganga, right? But the job title that I am in, it belongs to, assuming that I am the reporting consultant there in the company. And tomorrow Ganga is replaced by Srinivas. So
Mm-hmm.
that, I mean, somebody who's in my role can open the report, cannot open the report. You mean to say?
Can open because
Yeah.
you're though you have created a report, okay.
Mm. Mm.
Though you are owner of the report, though here
Yeah.
Jacqueline is a report, okay. So
Mm.
I've
Mm.
shared report to McNeil, okay. So McNeil can
Okay.
access the report, or you have shared to
Mm.
security group where multiple users have access to that report. So in your
Okay.
absence also, someone can
Mm.
actually access the report because that has been shared with complete security group. People who are part of that security group will be able to access that report.
Mm. Okay. Somebody is being hired in my place. I am replaced by someone else. That particular user cannot own that report in my place.
Can own. Okay,
Can
why?
own.
Because
Okay.
because
Mm.
you have added the security group here, right? So the moment
Mm.
the person get hide in your place, whatever security that you had, the person will be
Mm.
getting. Okay, ideally the person will be part of the security group. Okay, so then the
Okay.
person will become authorized user of the security group. What that person can do is, since you're not in the organization anymore, there is no
Mm.
need you to be the owner of the report. So what that user can do, that user can transfer the ownership actually.
Okay. Okay.
So there is a task for this report. If you go to related actions, transfer ownership of the report task will be there. So if you go there, report ownership can be transferred. You can see here, transfer ownership is there. If you
Mm.
go and
Mm.
access this one, it will ask who will be the new owner. Okay. You can give
Mm.
the
Mm.
new owner name so that when we replace this, the new person will be becoming owner of that report.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
Fine, Amit. Thank you. Thank you so much.
cool. So I think we have passed around 30 minutes. I don't think Sri
Yeah. Yeah. So
joining.
we'll go ahead with it.
We'll go ahead with the few calculated fields that we are left.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. So I think we almost covered. We have around 3 to 4 calculated fields in lookup area that we need to cover. One is one is lookup related band actually. So
Mm.
let's create calculate. So this is something we need to cover. This is nothing but which will get you the range. Okay.
Mm.
Based on that range, it will get you whatever the constant value that you want to power. Let's say you're looking for age of the employee. Okay. So
Okay.
any employee whose age is from 1 to 20. Okay. You wanted to populate some value. And from 20 to 30, you wanted to populate some value. From 30 to 50, you wanted to populate some value. Okay. You can actually give
Yeah.
a band for each range. Or let's say there is a compensation bonus you're getting. Okay. Anyone
Mm.
who gets bonus from 1 lakh to 2 lakhs should be one range. Okay. From 1 lakhs to
Mm.
50, sorry, from 50 to 1 lakh should be one range. Or from 1 to 50,000 should be one range. So you can actually give the range for each of the value that you're looking for. Let's say if I go for CF age or CF lookup range band. Okay. Range band we have uh, let's take age. Okay. Giving worker as a business only because our report is on worker. Okay. I'm going to this. So I have source field. I'll take source field as age. Okay. Now let's take I wanted to have from value from age 1 to 10. Okay. I'll give children. Okay. Okay. And then from 10 to from 11 to 20, I'll give
Teens.
teenagers. Okay. Teens, I'll give teens. Okay. From 21 to 30, I'll give something like elders. Okay. From 30 to 40, from 30 to 40, I'll give seniors. And similarly, from 40 to 50, I'll give super seniors. Okay. And 50 to 60, I'll give something senior citizens kind of thing. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, this is the range that I wanted to give. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Let's use this as a key and see what it will get in the report. Going to add this calc field to the report. Since we have given as a effective rate, it is coming as a effective rate. Click on OK. You can see
Yeah, we got the result.
wherever it is executing the band range, it is executing and it is giving. So blanks, how it is coming is maybe for that employee, there is no age in the workday system. Okay. That's the reason. When age is not there, it will not be able to get any result, right? So it is returning blank actually.
Okay. But is date of birth is not a default field when filling the employee details?
Let's see. Let's see for this
Because
employee. This employee, Steve Morgan, right? Let's see if he has any date of birth. So we have
okay,
given
because we did not define above 70.
70, right? It is not returning actually. Yeah.
Leave blank. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that way, it will be looking for only the range that you have defined. And also, if it is blank, also it will not return anything.
Okay. Okay.
If you would have given, I think, in the decimal value, right? Default value in given range. Okay. So yeah. So we don't have any default value also. If something is blank, get this we can do in evaluation, but we cannot do in lookup band. So it has to be in this range. If it is something outside of 60, it will be blank. Less than 1 also, it will be blank.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
That way, you should be able to handle lookup range band calculate field function. Okay. And similarly, we also have one more similar thing. Yeah, go ahead. You're asking something.
Likewise, we can also get the range for dependents if
Yeah,
we
you
are
can do. See,
Classifying dependents
yeah,
between
you can do.
children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get. Okay, you can actually take your business object should be dependent. Okay, and your
Mm.
field should be relationship. Okay, and then you can
Yeah.
actually give from this one to
Value.
this one. Okay, you can actually go in that way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
So that is one way you can do anything. Let's say if you're getting some amount, okay. So total
Mm.
compensation you're getting. Okay. So let's you take some base pay or increment of the salary or bonus. Okay. You take the source field as bonus and from 1 lakh to this. So that will be some text value you can give. Okay. Good hike,
Yeah. Yeah.
bad hike
Mm.
kind of things you can actually give and or top range, medium range, low range kind
Right.
of things you can actually give.
Right. Then the business object is?
You can use any business object. Okay, here, since we are going with age of an employee, right? We have taken worker
Yeah,
with.
it is worker. If I'm going with bonus,
So you need to take, since bonus will be, so that depends actually. Okay, so from where your bonus is sitting. So if you have created a calculated field, so here we have this thing, right? We have total
mm.
amount base pay we have. If your
Okay.
bonus, if you are creating one calculated fields on this, generally bonus will be based on the base pay only, right? 10% or 20% or 30%
Right, right.
of the base pay will
The
be
percentage of
bonus actually.
post.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you would have created calculated fields on this with the worker
Mm.
business object, the arithmetic calculation, it will be on
Okay.
worker only. Okay. Because you are actually, your base field is this only. Your base is sitting in
Right,
worker object. So
right,
it will
right.
be
I understand.
obviously from worker.
Okay, then there is a need for two cal fields. One is for calculation of bonus, percentage of bonus in arithmetic
Yeah.
calculations,
Yeah.
and the other is like
So
range band.
you will take that arithmetic calculation as a source here. You will take
Right.
that as a source
Mm.
and you will give the range here.
Okay, got it.
Okay. We can
Yeah,
take, we can try because since we need to perform one, I think not this one, the other one. But yeah, the same example will work actually what we discussed, right? You can actually take
right, right.
source field as a bonus and give range actually. We can also try that. We can edit this.
Mm.
Edit. So this bonus from I think I've created a character field with arithmetic. Let's see if this comes. Let me say this one. What it is doing is on base pay, it is actually getting 15% as a bonus component. Okay. It is calculating the arithmetic calculation. 15% it is getting, which is a bonus component. Okay. Now I'm going to
Mm.
use this as a source here. Okay. And then from 1 lakhs to 2 lakhs. Okay. 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs. Sorry. From 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs. Lakhs to 10 lakhs. Okay. Okay. Now you have given this range actually. Okay. So till 10 lakhs you have given.
Mm.
Now run this report to see what it will return because it is already added, right?
Yeah.
added arithmetic here. That should actually get to the bonus. Okay, this is actually okay. I think it is everything is less than 1 lakh actually. Okay,
1 lakh. So it
yeah,
is giving blank.
it is giving
Yeah.
blank actually. Okay, so this is 115,980. Okay, even this is
Mm.
also less than 1 lakh. Okay, so this is something 53 lakhs because we have not given 53 lakhs.
We
We
have not
actually
given
ended
any.
with 10 lakhs,
Yeah,
right?
we configured only till 10 lakhs. Yeah.
So this is something 4 lakhs, 49,
Okay.
49 lakhs, 9,000. Yeah, this is something.
No,
Again,
this is 49 lakhs, right?
yeah, 49
Yeah.
lakhs,
92.
9,000. Yeah, 9,220. So I think more than, let's change this to test this. Let's change this. Where is the calculator that we have?
Yeah.
Let's
From
keep,
0 to 2 lakhs, maybe we
yeah,
can keep.
we'll go from 0 to 2 lakhs. On this report. Yeah, it's populated. It's almost
Yeah.
2 lakhs, right? It got populated.
Right. Right.
Okay. That's how your range can work. Okay.
Except for those 49 lakhs and 53 lakhs, we should be getting value for everything.
Yeah,
For every. Yeah.
yeah, that should be the case actually. Okay, you can see everything less than 50,000 or 2 lakhs, you should be getting everything. Okay.
Mm.
I don't think for that 49 or 53, you should have got something. Where is that 49 lakhs? It is showing up.
Yeah, it is, here it is.
Okay, yeah.
There is the, yeah,
Yeah, it was written in blank actually. Yeah, saw that. Yeah, blank.
53 lakhs. Yeah. Right.
Okay. That's on the
Lookup
you
range
actually
band.
take a range actually. Range band you can think of. Whenever you have something that you wanted to get in a range, you should be able to focus on that. Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Then we have similar kind of calculation called lookup date rollup actually. Okay. So if you wanted to get something on rollup, we have similar calculate field function called lookup date rollup. You calculate here lookup date rollup. Okay, let's take it is higher date. Okay. This object. Okay. I'll take lookup that date rollup. Yeah, this one is there. Date field, higher date. Say you want to have monthly. Okay. Nothing but a formatting actually. Date rollup is nothing but a format actually. You should be able to use in report. So based on the hire date of an employee, it will do a kind of a roll up actually. Give a formatted date based on what you've selected. I just selected year date, but you can select as per your business needs. Just like a formatting your date. That's only the thing. You can see hire date of an employee is this one. We have selected
Yeah.
year date actually. So it has taken year date.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. That is one way of making your date roll-ups with any date that you can take. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Then the other calculation function, we have something called lookup hierarchy rollup actually. Okay. Here we are doing date rollup, right? Something like
Mm.
organization hierarchy. Okay. Let's say, yeah, I wanted to get what is my supervisor organization hierarchy or what is my company hierarchy. Okay. For each employee, there will be a company and there will be a company hierarchy, right? So, or for each employee, there will be a supervisor organization and supervisor organization hierarchy will be there. So CF lookup hierarchy rollup, I can say, and I can give something called company. Let's take company. Okay. And business object, worker, lookup hierarchy rollup. Okay. Lookup hierarchy rollup. Okay. Let's say I wanted to look for a hierarchy called company. Company can give. I want to get the company hierarchy. Okay. For all the employees, on what companies they are, I wanted to get the company hierarchy of each employee. Okay. Let's add this. Okay. Company hierarchy. Give header as a company hierarchy. Okay.
Mhm.
See if anything has a value or not. Okay. I don't see any company hierarchies returning. Let me see if the value that we've selected is the right thing or not. Let's make something called supervisory organization. Supervisory organization and take this as a supervisory. Let's run this one and see.
And in the employee profile, can we see this company hierarchy section
We can
in
see.
any?
Yeah, we can see. So we have organization section. We can see. So now we have company, right? We're getting supervisory organization hierarchy. We're getting. Okay. Let's say go to log on victim profile. And you can see here.
Yeah,
This
global
what we're
farming
getting.
service.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what we're getting.
Okay. So in the calculated field, what was that referring to? The top node, the
Top node.
last.
So if you see this worker profile, this human resource is a this logon vehicle belongs to this supervisor organization. Okay.
Supervisor
So,
organization, yeah.
okay. So now
Mm.
this organization is belonging to this one actually. So this is a top level hierarchy. Under this
Oh.
one, under this organization hierarchy, this human
Mm-hmm.
resources is there. If I open this supervisor organization, this is the right. If we go to executive, which is superior, you can see this is the superior for this one. Okay. So if I open the
Okay.
chart, if I open the org chart, I should be seeing this should be the top level hierarchy under which you have You have executive management, and where is the supervisor organization? This is a supervisor organization we have. Okay. We go to the top level one. You have top level hierarchy. Okay. Under which top level node in the sense top level hierarchy, which is the top level organization under which you have all the supervisor organizations. So this will be your top level hierarchy. Clear?
Yeah, clear, Amit. Got it. Yeah.
So that way you should be getting your hierarchies. Actually, company was not having hierarchy. That's the reason it is not returning blank, because this is a training tenant, right? So not
Yeah.
kind of standard data we'll have,
Mm.
but we have every employee should be part of supervisor organization, right? We were able to get supervisor organization hierarchy. So in that way, lookup is nothing but which will be looking up the value either from the related data or from the top level random hierarchies. Okay. If you wanted to get any kind of hierarchy name from your organization, you should be able to get, or the band that we have seen, getting the data from different objects or doing a kind of lookup value as of date is something that you can do, through which you can actually get all the data that you're looking for particular value actually.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way you should be able to manage your lookup calculate fields actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Amit. Got it.
So we have covered all the 11 or I think 10 or 11 we have. So we were able to cover all the lookups. So what we'll do tomorrow is we'll try to get to the composite report. Okay. So how composite
Mm.
report can be handled and how it differs from other report, we'll try to get understand. And I think with that, we should have a kind of good coverage for what you're looking for in reporting area.